And what's going on, guys? Minicall here, coming at you with the second playthrough of Dark Dimension 3, hoping to not get deleted this time around by that Captain Marvel Ultimate. So just kind of going back in, we'll kind of probably keep the game at 3 speed, just to kind of keep things moving. But, kind of paying attention a little bit more, I guess, with this node and the actual Captain Marvel factor. And we'll definitely do, I think, a better job of CCing Captain Marvel this time around to make sure she doesn't delete any characters, which I think will then also give a better playthrough of what PymTech is actually really capable in these Dark Dimension nodes. So things I kind of learned from yesterday's kind of experience, definitely want to get rid of any tanks that are on the field, just because they are going to stop me from kind of focus firing on those Captain Marvels. And the reason Captain Marvel is a problem for PymTech is because, first off, she hits crazy hard, and in Dark Dimension 3 in particular, enemies hit a lot harder than they really would kind of in, essentially like normal battle. And the other thing is that her attack is unavoidable. So, if she does hit, there is no way to avoid it. So kind of my strategy is going to be here is... hopefully I can get my ghost to go, which she did. So I'm going to try to rewind her speed bar just a little bit. And then hopefully I can get a stun off or an ability block, either with Ant-Man or Wasp. So just kind of going in with that. If I'm able to take out this Captain Marvel before she is able to really do her ultimate, the rest of this node should go pretty easily. So we will see. So good, we got an ability block on her, so she won't be able to do her ultimate. Oh, damn it. So gotta love a little bit of Groot. Groot basically cleansed her ability block, which then allowed her to do her move. So we did lose Wasp. Certainly not the worst character to lose. Do still have kind of the core members that are at least going to continue to hopefully make this node possible. I don't think this really kind of affects their viability in Dark Dimension 3. It's just some nodes are going to be harder than others. And like I said, with this node and the Captain Marvel factor, it is a challenge for PymTech, but it's not kind of a... necessarily like a like game breaking or where it makes it like PymTech is not viable in Dark Dimension 3. It just means that this particular node in Dark Dimension 3, while it may not be a one shot clear, it is still clearable, and still possible to be done. Going in the second Captain Marvel, hopefully she doesn't delete anyone else. Got an issue with Luke Cage taunting, so chances are Marvel is going to delete someone else, which is probably going to put this second pass through to a completion. I think she is the last Captain Marvel though, so I'll do another video tomorrow, just kind of finishing through the playthrough and going through another node, but I think this one node in particular might just be the harder one as far as the first 8 nodes or so. So going in, we have Stature taunted, so the hopes is that she can survive a Captain Marvel ult. We will see. Not super hopeful in that regards. Yeah, actually, so Stature did survive the attack, so that it certainly is a plus. I don't think she was able to survive that before, and something obviously that's kind of occurred since then is she is now 6 red stars, which I know is certainly not a everyone else has. So I don't think that's necessarily a really thing to, I guess, to compare. Certainly that is not a viable thing for everyone. But it is good to know that she is able to kind of withstand a big hit. at this point, I think the team is kind of starting to fall apart, which, I mean, is kind of expected with this Captain Marvel stuff. But, I was able to progress a little bit further, which is still kind of, a bit on the surprising side. Captain Marvel is kind of one of the problem characters that you end up facing in Dark Dimension 3. So, I mean, aside from the fact that, the big problem with her really is that her ultimate is unblockable. I think she is the only, I think this is the only node that actually has Captain Marvel in it, that I can kind of remember off the top of my head. So really, with the PymTech squad, if you're able to get past the Captain Marvel nodes, the other 6, while still a bit on the challenging side, they should be a little bit easier. And, even seeing through here, the 3 members are still doing pretty well by themselves. And, these are kind of, I would say, the core 3 members. Your Yellow Jacket, your Stature, and Ghost. Stature, essentially, obviously, for the taunting aspect, but also for her energy generation. Ghost is kind of going to do a number of things. She's going to heal everyone every time someone dodges. She's going to have that slow mechanic as well as the actual big AoE heal. And then Yellow Jacket is just pretty much a damage dealer. But, without Ant-Man and those additional evades, the team does start to get a little bit squishier. That is really kind of the appeal to PymTech, is that they are just kind of made to kind of dodge everything. And as they're dodging, Ghost is healing. And obviously when you are dodging, you're not getting hit by things. But still not too bad. In 2 days, we have gotten to the halfway point with this node. Which I don't think is bad at it by any means. I am still planning to go forward and use PymTech for Dark Dimension 4 on Khaleesi, and I'm actually building up PymTech on Minicall, and the plan is I'm going to take PymTech through Dark Dimension 3 probably for Minicall. I think that's probably the easiest course of action for myself, for the lack of legendaries, etc. that Minicall has. So that was just a second playthrough. I'm going to try to do a node by node kind of run through, and just to kind of keep showing off this team and how well they do. Looking at these other nodes, I don't see as many problems. I think on this node, I want to say that Namor, his ability is unavoidable also, which actually, let me just take a look at that real fast. So Namor could potentially be a problem with PymTech, and I'm looking at this move right here. So this one is unavoidable. So moves like that are definitely going to be a problem for PymTech in Dark Dimension 3. But, like I said, Dark Dimension 3 in particular is definitely a slow crawl compared to, like, Dark Dimension 1 and 2. So, looking here, this node, the Captain Marvels are a problem, so I've got one more left there. We've got Namor, and there's going to be 6 of him, so Namor is going to be a problem on that node. Following that, though, this last node, minus those 2 Namors, I think should be pretty easy. And then you actually go into the actual global campaign, and again, we'll have 2 Namors to deal with. On this one, so we've got a couple Phoenixes. Those should be kind of challenging. This node, nothing in particular that is like overly overpowered. The Iron Man's attacks don't miss, but again, that's not like a hard-hitting move. And then it would go into the Cosmic node. So I'm going to just keep kind of doing a day-by-day thing. We'll see how long, I guess, this in theory takes, and look for additional progress in these Dark Dimension 3 unrestricted and global nodes. I'll kind of do a blow-by-blow and just see how, I guess, PymTech is performing. If you're looking to make the ultimate decision of whether or not this team is fully worth investing in, I certainly do, and hopefully I will be able to fully show that in the videos. And I think it's just a really cool team to kind of consider that is obviously less legendary dependent, taking them into Dark Dimension 3. As always, hopefully you found this video helpful, and if you did, please like and subscribe. Feel free to leave any comments below on suggestions or anything like that. As always, thank you so much for watching. Any additional questions, feel free to reach out to me on Discord at Khaleesi, or in-game at any of the 3 accounts. Hope everyone has having a good week and is looking forward to having a good weekend. Thank you again for watching, and have a good one.